Good day, ma'am.
Good day, sir.
Now, please, there's this question I want you to help us explain
Okay.
on how the Italian school, how it actually work here. Because recently I met a lady and I asked her what the daughter was reading in school, and she said she does not know because most of us don't understand how the whole thing work here. You see, some children will end up as a chef, some will
Okay.
end up as a forknizer, some will end up. These are children that went to school here just because the parents don't understand this thing and now know how to assist them. Okay.
Now, the one thing I want you to know is that the Italian school system, the education is free and it's
Okay.
compulsory for all children between the age of 6 to 16.
Okay, so your child must go to school here
Yes.
between age 6 to 16 years.
Yes.
Okay, okay.
Yes, because sometimes when you see a minor not schooling, they can come and ask you why is this
Okay.
child not in school.
That's true.
So
That's
it's compulsory.
Okay.
So an education in Italy is divided into 5 stages.
Okay.
We have the nursery, which is our normal needle, our daycare. We have the infantia, which is from that 3 years, from that 3 years
to 6 years.
Yes. They will not have the primaria,
which is primary
elementary,
school.
or the one we call elementary, which that one we know that it lasts 5 years.
Okay.
Then they will not have the lower secondary, which is our scuola media, the one we call scuola secondaria, the primo grado, which is that is the lower secondary.
Okay, in Africa we call it a junior secondary school from GSS1 to GSS3.
Exactly. Then we also have the senior, the secondo grado, which also take us 5 years, which is the upper secondary.
Which is senior secondary school in Africa. So, okay. Now this scuola media, how does it actually work? Can you break it down for us?
Okay. As we said before, it lasts 3 years and it's from age 11 to age 13.
So which is junior secondary school from class 1 to class 3.
That's what we call our scuola media. After the child going through the elementary, they will now go to media, which lasts 3 years.
3 years, okay.
Then after that one, remember, now there's an exam after this 3 years, what we call the licencia media.
Okay.
There's an exam there.
Okay,
exam the licencia media.
To go to SS.
So go to SS.
Okay, we also have it in Nigeria. We call it junior secondary.
You need to pass that exam to proceed. That's why you see maybe some children will need to repeat and all this stuff. But there's an exam that will permit you to the
senior secondary school, which is upper secondary school here.
This one is is 5 years. But there are some that do to 3 years. It not depend. From here now. That's when our liceo issue comes up. Liceo scientifico and all those stuff. So there are some of the courses in this upper secondary school that after that particular 3 years you can go and work direct. They teach you already directly. That was when you will see some will not be doing all these industrial attachment. You understand? I cannot remember the courses that go in that. Why some that need an extra 2 years, which is a professional course that they need to also go to university to go deeper. Then you now do extra 2 years. That's what make it 5 years. And from the age 14 to 16, then as we said, it now also depend on the individual, because after this secondary grado, there's what we call even maturita. There's another exam there.
Okay, this one exam maturita.
Yes.
This exam.
Yes. That one will not permit you. After this exam maturita, that will not permit you to do the extra 2 years.
Now, based on your explanation, after these 3 years of junior secondary school, you now go to 5 years of senior secondary school.
Yes.
Now, this 5 years of senior secondary school, you said
into 2 sections.
Is into 2 sections. So 3 years is the one that is compulsory. So if my child do that 3 years, they will not do this exam that is called maturita. So if they do this exam that is maturita, if my child want to stop there, he stop there. For instance, I want my child to just be a vulcanizer or to be a carpenter, or to be maybe a technical skill.
There are courses there that don't have that 3 years.
Okay, you do it in these 3 years, then with your diploma, you go and start your mechanic work or start your carpentry work. But if I want my child to become a doctor, then the child will have to do the extra 2 years to complete.
After this maturita, that 5 years.
To complete this 5 years. So they will not give my child diploma
that you can proceed to the university.
To choose.
Without this diploma, you cannot go to the
this university. Okay. Just like the way in Africa.
That's why you see many people are stranded. They cannot pass that exam. They will be blocked there.
So all those youths we see running around that could not go to the university, that's to say most of them just did this exam and they stop. Or
some does not want. There are also some that have it, but they don't want to
some did this 2 years, but you decided not to go to university. And the 2 years that you did here, you can still use it to do one or two work.
It is good. I will always advise you have it.
Okay, these 2 years.
Because you might say there are many that will arrive here and will say, okay, I don't want to. I want to go and work.
Okay.
A time will come. You see old people. There are some people.
Yeah.
Some old people university go there. You even see a 40 years old, may say 50 years old man.
Yeah.
Because they kept that diploma, so you can
Okay.
bring it at any time.
Anytime.
You now decide to go. So it's good. I will advise you why, because
So
me, I have it.
if I have that 2 years, I can decide to go to university to this year, or decide
Or
to just chill.
in the
Maybe after
nearest
10
future,
years, when
yeah.
I feel like with this diploma, I go for any course that
Yeah.
I want. So if you don't have this diploma, you cannot go to
there.
any of
You can't go to university. You might need to return back.
Okay. So the most important place is this particular
The
exam that you must do
maturita,
at
you have
least
to pass it,
to
yes,
have
to proceed to this
that particular
other 2
exam.
years.
Okay.
Yes.
So my parents that are watching, according to the way our sister have explained it, so one of the major parts of the school system here to me is this particular first 3 years.
Yeah.
Because that is what, when you now see this child, to whether the child want to end up as a mechanic, as a organizer, as a tailor or fashion designer, all this technical skill, the child will just have to. It is this place that you have to pay attention. Start encouraging the child if you want your child to become a doctor. But it is from this secondary school you start encouraging that child to please do these 3 years and still do these 2 years so that the child can go to university. If the child fails just end here, the child might not be able to go to university, and that child might end up.
And even though the child fails, let him wait for next section. It do happen. Not everybody passed that maturita once.
Okay.
I had the opportunity to pass one, but I know of people who could not, and that would delay them.
Okay, but if you fail it, you can still.
You can every year. There's maturita.
No, so,
you will go and resit again.
So
like
if
that.
you fail, you go back to class, or you go home when you want to write the exam.
When you want to write the exam, you
come back.
You enroll again to the exam.
It's not as if you go back to class.
No. There are materials you can also buy to study for it.
But you can still decide to return to class, maybe return to class.
If you want. But most major people that I've seen, they study from home.
From home.
Then when it's time for just like sometimes these our paternity exam, most time you can study yourself
at home.
and go sit for the exam.
So thank you very much, ma. Thank you very much, ma.